Hey, what is up everyone? Let's start this up. This is going to be seriously an amazing, incredible training. If you're excited to make this work and you're excited to start making a bunch of money passively from your house, even if you don't have your own product or anything to sell on Facebook, what I want you to do right now is send a message to the chat on your screen that you see right now that says yes, because I promise you guys, I'm going to do my absolute best to add as much value as I possibly can to your lives to make sure that you leave this training and you have a much, much deeper understanding of Facebook ads in general that can really be applied to your real estate business, to your e-com business, to any business in general, because there's literally 2 billion with a B, 2 billion monthly active users on Facebook. Your customers are there, and it's our job, it's my job, it's my mission for our training today to show you how to find those people and how to, at the end of the day, make more profit and make more money for your business. So I have 2 goals. To show you how Facebook ads can change your business starting today, regardless of what your business is, but also my second and more important goal is to show you how, even if you have no product, right, no product at all, if you have no business yet, how you can use Facebook ads to start earning a bunch of money getting paid to run ads for other businesses. So really quick, guys, I wanted to extend a massive thank you from the bottom of my heart because I see that we do have an absolutely packed house on the training right now, and I see a ton of messages coming into the chat from you guys who are super fired up. So I'm fired up as well. I'm excited. Let's get into this thing. So today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how I was able to make $20,000 profit my very first month running Facebook ads for clients. And a lot of people don't realize that Facebook's ads is, not only one of the best sources of passive income, but you can actually use it in a variety of ways. And we're going to show you how some of my students are just absolutely destroying it. And we're going to go through a lot of in-depth stuff today, guys. So make sure that all the distractions are off. You guys are really ready to dive into this. I know it's kind of ironic, telling you to turn off Facebook, on a training about Facebook ads. But trust me when I tell you, you're going to get more out of it if you close out all the distractions and really tune in. So final housekeeping stuff, just so I can deliver the most value to you guys right now. My assistant Katie is going to be helping out during the training. So everybody right now, I want you to shoot her a message to the chat you see on your screen. Let her know where in the world you're coming into and watching the training from right now. Because I've already seen a couple people from New York. I see London, Los Angeles, San Francisco, a lot of people in the USA. Looks like we have some people from Australia, the UK, seriously all over the place. So Katie is going to be here the entire webinar to answer your questions. No matter what your question is, we're going to be here to answer it for you. But for, tough questions related to like technical stuff and Facebook ads, you might have to save those for me for after the training or inside our private family group. So what are you going to learn? You are going to learn how Andrew went from nothing to making almost close to $5,000 in a single day for his client, getting paid thousands of dollars to do so. You can see he said, this is the biggest day for my client yet. I get $1,000 a month plus tax from this one client, right? And you better believe that that client introduced him to a bunch of more clients. And we're going to talk about him later. He has over 21 paying clients now, making $21,000 every single month from his agency. Or Jennifer, right? This is amazing. We literally just made this profit in 3 days, not including the money that was already sent to our account. So $11,000 profit in just 3 days. Thank you, Kevin David, for the Facebook ads course. Well, you're welcome, Jennifer, but she's just one of the many student success stories that we're going to talk about. Or Clint, right? And we'll talk about him more later. Went from nothing to over $428,000 and $54.91. Over $420,000 in a single month, right? That is an insane result. He said, I took Kevin's course earlier this year, and we have had insane results since, right? So that is the type of thing that you're going to learn on this training. How to go from nothing, how to go from zero to making $21,000 a month, $9,000 in 3 days, or $11,000 in 3 days like Jennifer, or over $400,000 like Clint. Everything that they learned, right, was from scratch. They were complete beginners, and they went from complete beginners to where they're at now from what you are about to learn on this training. The goal of this training, right, is going to be to show you guys what's possible. Who is this actually for, though? If you're serious about creating a long-term business, right, the right way, right, automated and scalable, and learning automated and scalable ways to actually make passive income in your life, because if it's not automated and scalable, literally you're trading your life, you're trading your time for money. 1 hour of your life working at McDonald's or wherever it is, or you can spend 1 hour of your life putting in place an infrastructure, right? An automated system that's going to earn you money whether you're sleeping, whether you're lying on the beach, whether you're backpacking through Europe, right? It does not matter. And the point of creating passive income is setting up things and setting up systems and infrastructure on the back end that are in place to be able to scale and do so in an automated way so you can actually have more time to do what you want to do, right? Spend time with your friends, family, loved ones, travel the world, and do kind of the important things in life. So if you're willing to learn a new skill set and drastically increase your value to the market, because remember, every business needs marketing, and the most profitable form of marketing without a doubt available today is Facebook ads. It doesn't matter what you're selling. You could be having maybe like an exotic pet dealership, or it doesn't really matter. Is my point. There's people on Facebook who want to buy everything, right? It doesn't matter if they're buying like a platypus or a condor or a snake or some crazy exotic pet. My point is, guys, there are people that want to buy everything on Facebook. Again, 2 billion monthly active users. There's no other platform in the world like that. So your perfect customer is on Facebook, and if you know how to unlock that power and unlock that incredible targeting that Facebook allows you, right, that no other platform in history has ever allowed you to do, to be able to target, laser target in the cost-efficient, beautiful, magical way that Facebook allows you to do, right? Facebook allows you to literally create more value than any other business allows you, right? Any other marketing platform, because of how laser targeted you can really get. So again, who is this for? If you're a doer, right? We're not looking for talkers. We're looking for doers who are really ready to actually invest in themselves, make this work, right? And probably not everyone who's currently watching this training right now is going to be here at the end, right? The people who are serious, the people who are invested, the people who are really ready to make real change are going to stay until the end of the training because they realize that the value they're going to get is here. And so some people are going to drop off. I still love you, don't worry. But some people are doers, and some people are more so just talkers and tinkers, and that's just the way the world is. Right? So if you're not satisfied with the average life, this training is going to be exactly what you need to start making some serious money. So my promise to you guys during this training, I'm going to make you a believer, right? I'm going to prove to you that anyone can exponentially increase the profits of their current business or create a brand new business by by making a ton of money every single month running ads for other businesses. And this training is really in 2 tiers. It's to show you that Facebook ads can immediately be applied to any business, right, and exponentially grow the profits no matter what your business is. And I say that with so much certainty because I've done it across the board with so many different businesses. That's tier 1, right? Explode the profits of your current business if you have a business. Tier 2 is what we're going to focus on, even more so. Tier 2 is using Facebook to actually create a completely independent source of passive income. Even if you have no experience, you have no products to sell, you don't have a business, you can still use Facebook ads to make a ton of profit of passive income. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. So my promise to you guys is you don't need almost any upfront capital to do this. You need absolutely zero technical knowledge. You need absolutely no prior experience, and I'm going to prove this to you. And like always, guys, I want to give you value. I want to go above and beyond what everyone else does. If you guys stay until the end of the training today, I'm going to give you 2 very, very special bonuses just for sticking with me. So we're going to give you this secret ninja funnel. This is a pre-built 100% ready to go funnel. And for people who don't know what a funnel is, it's just another word for a website. And using this funnel, we've literally generated millions and millions of dollars. And we're going to send it to you completely for free, ready to be used, 100% ready to go. And it's going to be sent to the people who stay until the very end of the webinar. Our system automatically calculates that. And we also have a very special gift that I'm not going to reveal quite yet that we're going to give to everyone who does decide to hang out with us until the end of the webinar for the next hour or so. And it's going to be really fun and really valuable. And trust me when I tell you that just with this one funnel, you can make a lot of money if you know how to use it. And we're going to teach you how to do that in just a few minutes. So last kind of introductory stuff until we get into the training. Who am I, right? Why are you here? Why are you listening to me? Why is what I have to say important? These are good questions because it's never a good idea to just take someone's word at face value on the internet. There's a lot of people who are kind of selling smoke and mirrors, and there's just some people who really don't know what they're talking about. And we need to figure out who those 2 different people are, because you don't want to be investing your time and energy and potentially investing into someone who really doesn't know what they're talking about and doesn't have proven results. So most of you know who I am already probably from my YouTube channel or Facebook groups or somewhere. But for those who don't, I'm the CEO and founder of multiple 7-figure e-commerce businesses and Facebook ad agencies. And what I mean by a Facebook ad agency just means that you're actually the marketer doing the Facebook ads, right? You're a digital advertising company. You're a social media marketing agency, right? An SMMA. There's a lot of different words, but they're all basically mean the exact same thing. What it means is You get paid to run Facebook ads for other businesses. So, for example, a dentist office will pay you $1,000 a month, right, to bring them new customers, and the best way to do that is with Facebook ads. And this happens every single day, right? We have students getting paid $5,000 a month to bring new clients into dentists, lawyers, all types of local businesses, and we're going to teach you exactly how to do that. I hate talking about myself, but all you really need to know is I really freaking know what I'm talking about. And I have 10,000 students to prove that, many of which are making a ton of money, and my life goal is to free as many people from the corporate 9-to-5 drone life as possible. So, how do you know what is fake and what is real online? It's tough right now, but let me show you a couple things that you can't fake. And I'm actually going to exit the webinar really quick. You can't fake YouTube videos, right? YouTube is literally designed to not be able to fake things. And right here on YouTube, you see that if you type in Facebook ads right here, the first video that pops up has 1.1 million views, right? I made it a year ago, 1.1 million. This one has, the next one, number 2 has 34,000, number 3 has 15,000, number 4 has 33,000, right? 1.1 million. Over 1 million people have watched this video, which means that out of every 325 people that you meet in the USA, one person probably has watched this video, because those are unique views, and that's pretty crazy, right? That's not possible to fake, guys. YouTube is literally designed to prevent fake views. Some of the smartest people in the world, work at YouTube, at Google, and they're there doing that. Let me show you something else that you can't fake. You can't fake a Facebook group with over 65,000 members, right? Over 66,000 members now. And you can see that, my Facebook page has over 50,000 people who have gone and liked my page, which is growing every day. So again, guys, I hate talking about myself, and I want to get to the content, but it's just important to show you that I really do know, what I'm talking about, so you can get the most value out of this and not feel skeptical that I'm, some scammer or fake, which is just an unfortunate, part of the internet these days. So why is this actually different, right? If you're like I was when I was looking for ways to make money online and fire my boss and get rid of my 9-to-5 job in my cubicle, you're probably realizing that there are a lot of people out there teaching stuff. And there's so many different opportunities, it's overwhelming, right? So how are you supposed to know what to invest your time and energy into to give you the biggest results? And the difference is with Facebook, there are no expenses. Literally. If you know Facebook ads well, businesses will pay you to run their ads, and they'll pay you, and they'll also pay for their own ad costs, and everything that you make is literally 100% profit. So all you need is the knowledge in your brain, and that is very, very unique when it comes to online businesses and businesses in general, right? You don't need to pay for inventory, you don't need to pay for expensive software. Literally all you need is the knowledge in your brain, and that is very, very special. So my goal for this training is to show you 3 simple things. How Facebook can revolutionize any existing business, right? Real estate, e-commerce, brick and mortar, anything, and how you can get high-ticket clients or businesses to pay you for running their ads with 0 expenses for you, which means that everything that you earn is purely profit, which is pretty special, and it really honestly does not exist in any other business online. It's not possible to make this much profit this quickly with no expenses that I've ever found, and I've looked harder than most people on earth, I can guarantee you that. And so we're also going to teach you how to get your clients results before they pay you, right? Because when I first started, I was scared that if a dentist or a lawyer or some small business or some local business was going to pay me $1,000 a month, I wanted to make sure that I'd be able to deliver them at least that much value, right? So that they'd keep paying me month after month after month after month. So we're going to be teaching you, exactly how to get your clients results before they pay you, which is super, super important, right? Because then you feel confident that you can actually deliver these things, and then the moon is in sight, right? Because when you can deliver results to small businesses, they talk to their friends, they tell all their other lawyers that they went to law school with, or dentists that they went to dental school with, or doctors, right? People have a lot of other friends in the same industry, and when you deliver results for one business, right, all of a sudden your entire business can explode. So boom, let's get into the training, guys. If you're excited to learn exactly how to start making pure profit from Facebook ads, if you understand the opportunity here to advertise on Facebook and on Instagram, right? Instagram right now is probably the single most profitable place to advertise right now. If you understand the opportunity that we have in front of us right now, then I want you to send a message to my assistant, to Katie, right now into the chat box on your screen that says, I am ready, right? Because we're going to get into some really in-depth stuff. We're going to talk talking about the Facebook pixel. We're going to talk about how we actually go about getting clients, finding new clients, and we're going to really talk about creating a hugely sustainable, scalable, automated Facebook ads agency in just a few minutes. So secret number one, guys, how did we do this? We're going to talk about how I turned $97 and a simple idea into $20,000 per month, and this is going to make a lot of sense. I know $97 into $20,000 per month in 30 days seems impossible, but I'm going to show you guys how it is possible on this webinar and how I did exactly that. And secret number two, if you can drag and drop literally with a mouse, a mouse on a computer, then you have everything that you need from a technical skill perspective to create a massive business using Facebook ads. Literally, if you can drag and drop or click your computer mouse. That is how little technical skill is required to really make this work. And secret number three, guys, using just one funnel, anyone can create a massive business using Facebook ads if they understand just one thing. So grab some notes, guys, because if you understand these 3 steps, you have a very solid base to start earning a ton of money with Facebook ads. So step number one, guys, what we see right there is called the Facebook pixel. And there's so much confusion out there. There's so many people who don't understand how to properly use the Facebook pixel. If you know how to use the Facebook pixel properly, then you are so far ahead of most people in the world, and even people who've used Facebook ads. And if you're trying to make money on the internet and you don't understand the Facebook pixel fully, it's kind of like walking into a tunnel blind, getting hit by a train, and then complaining about it, right? Because think about this. Have you ever been browsing like a random website somewhere out there in the world on the internet, and then all of a sudden you get an advertisement on Facebook of the exact product that you were just looking at? Let's say that, I'm going camping. I'm browsing a camping website. Maybe I want to pick up a nice new shiny canoe to take my friends, and I on a little boat trip. I'm browsing a website, and then I decided, know what? I'm actually not going to buy that canoe right now. And then I go back to my day on Facebook. I'm browsing through my Facebook feed, and all of a sudden I have an ad, right, for that exact same canoe I was just looking at. That is the power of the pixel. What the pixel does is it allows you to put a little piece of code, and all it is, guys, is copy and paste, right? I promise you, I'm the worst coder probably on the planet, if I'm being perfectly honest. You can copy and paste one little snippet of code onto your website, and then you can track and show ads to anyone who visits your website, and it's seriously that simple. Step number two, guys, is what's called a custom audience, right? A custom audience is probably one of the most important parts of Facebook ads as a whole. It's how you kind of create audiences of specific people who do a specific thing. And we see there's a number of different things here: customer file, website traffic, ad activity, offline activity, engagement. The type that I use most often, guys, is called website traffic. Website traffic allows you to create a custom audience of people who visit your website, right, or any page of your website. It allows you to create a custom audience of people who visit, for example, maybe one of your products on your website. Maybe you sell canoes. Maybe you sell a camping stove. Maybe you sell a tent. You don't want to advertise to the wrong people, right? You only want to show a retargeting ad on Facebook to people who looked at the canoe. You don't want to show a canoe to somebody who looked at your tent, because it just doesn't make sense, right? You can create a website traffic custom audience of only people who visited specific parts of your website, or people who visited your website in general. It's an incredibly, incredibly powerful tool, and I can't stress enough how important the website traffic custom audience is. And so step three, guys, is a lookalike audience. And a lookalike audience is probably the most powerful and profound kind of creation in modern advertising and modern marketing. And I'm going to explain why that is in just one second. So one of the problems with custom audiences is, at least for most people, is you don't have infinite people who come to your website. Many of us only have a few visitors, maybe a few hundred visitors or 1,000 visitors to our website. And so that gets exhausted pretty quickly, right? We can't just continue to show advertisements over and over and over again to the same 100 people, or they're going to get angry and they're going to have a bad experience on Facebook, or they're just not going to buy it and they're going to get upset, right? Audience saturation happens very quickly when you don't have a large audience to show ads to. But with a lookalike audience, that all changes. So Facebook basically says, okay, let's say that 100 people visit your site. 100 people visit your site, 95 of them were men, just for example. Let's say that 75 of those 95 men were between the age of 24 to 35. Let's say that 90 of them lived in the USA. Facebook would go out and say, okay, there's a lot of commonalities here. They have used, Facebook has an incredibly advanced algorithm to go out, find other people who share those same traits, and they'd go out and say, okay, 100 people, most of them are men, most of them are in this age range, most of them are in this location. Let's go find 2 million other people who share as many characteristics as possible with those people in the source audience who are also going to buy your product, right? So the custom audience, let's say 100 people visit your site, that becomes what's called the source audience, right? You input that as the source audience, and then Facebook uses their incredibly advanced algorithms, right, all behind the scenes to go out and find you 2 million people who share as many characteristics as possible, right, who are as most similar as possible to your source audience. So it's going to say, okay, 100 people are interested in your canoe. Let's go find 2 million people who are also interested in buying your canoe. It is unbelievably powerful because it allows you to reach 2 million people who are most similar to other people who also want to buy your product, right? And so if you understood everything on this slide, guys, you're already well on your way to be able to take over Facebook ads and use Facebook ads to really take your business to the next level or create a completely independent source of passive income, creating a Facebook ad agency, guys. And if you're starting to get why Facebook ads are the most powerful tool in the world to make money for pretty much any business, I want you to send a message to Katie in the chat right now that says, wow, because trust me when I tell you guys, Facebook ads are going to wow you, they're going to wow your clients, and most importantly, you're going to say wow when you see your bank account after you start earning a ton of money, using Facebook ads. And I'm not just saying that. I've spent millions and made multiple millions back perfecting my Facebook ad strategies. And there's a reason why I was the fastest ever 2 Comma Club winner. And the 2 Comma Club is an award that a company called ClickFunnels puts on for people who make over $1 million with a single funnel. The fastest ever 2 Comma Club winner, 53 days, we made over $1 million just with one funnel. And now, that's closer to 5 million, again, with one funnel. And Facebook ads was a massive proponent of that. So the point is, guys, I know what I'm talking about. I don't like talking about myself. I never want to be associated, with the guru guys, but somebody who can turn just over $10,000 into over $136,000, right, knows a little bit about what they're doing. That's over a 13x return. I don't know about you, but I'll trade $1 for $13 all day long. Every $1,000 that I'm spending, I'm getting $13,000 back, guys. And that is the power of scale. And that is the power of Facebook ads. And what's awesome about Facebook ads is that they are as much an art as they are a science. Some people, who think outside the box, people who see unique and creative ways to be able to target people in just unbelievably accurate ways are the people who win, right? And the formula is simple. Unique value plus unique strategies equals unique results. And guys, we give you every piece of the formula. We give you unique strategies. We give you unique strategies no one else is using that get you unique results. And you see that we spent, just under $170,000 here, and we made over $950,000 back. Yes, we know how to Facebook as well as anyone in the world, and we're going to teach you guys exactly how to do that. But again, I'm not special. I'm the farthest thing from being special. I made a ton of mistakes. When I first started digital marketing, I didn't think that I needed a mentor or a coach. I wanted to do everything myself. I didn't understand how to drive traffic the right way. I wasted so much money. I could have bought, multiple friggin' Lamborghinis with the amount of money that I wasted on Facebook ads. And so I wish so badly that I could, I would have not been so headstrong. I wouldn't have been so proud. I would have just found somebody who had already figured this out because I wasn't, using the pixel correctly. I didn't even understand what the pixel was. I didn't understand that you could use it to retarget people. I didn't understand that you could create custom audiences or lookalike audiences of people who also wanted to buy your products, but just in a much larger way, right? I didn't understand that the real profit from Facebook ads came from building laser targeted audiences and then retargeting them correctly. And that's the key, guys. People who understand how to retarget are the ones who are making millions, and the rest of people, on Facebook who don't understand the Facebook pixel, who don't understand custom audiences, who don't understand lookalike audiences, and who don't understand the power of retargeting, those are the people who give up, and those are the people that you hear all the time saying that Facebook ads aren't profitable. But so I've also done a few things right. I shouldn't be too hard on myself. I did quit my corporate job. I went all in on creating the life, that I'd always dreamed of living. I learned kind of the most highly effective ways to target potential buyers. And this took me a lot of, trial and error, but eventually I did drive over $1.5 million profit in just a few short months using Facebook ads with a very, very simple sales funnel, right? I'm not a technical guy. I just figured it out and literally lay it out step by step in a blueprint. Another thing that I did pretty right was I learned from the right people. right? I don't credit any of my success to myself. I credit, my success to learning from people who had done it before me. The people who are successful are the people who don't try to reinvent the wheel, right? People who use what's working and then they add their own unique twist on it, and then they get their own unique results, right? And so I knew that I wanted more. I knew that I wanted to be able to have the time freedom, the ability to travel to Thailand tomorrow on the first flight if I wanted to. Or, I wanted to have enough financial freedom that if I wanted to buy my dad, who put himself through Harvard, right? If I wanted to buy him a Tesla for his birthday, then I could do that, right? I wanted to have the financial freedom to be able to give back to my parents who gave me so much and sacrificed everything so that I could have a good childhood. And I feel incredibly blessed to be able to have met people like Russell Brunson and Gary Vaynerchuk, and people, kind of were a dream at one point for me to be able to meet, and I was able to meet them in such a short time, mostly because of my mastery of Facebook ads, because every business, like I said, needs Facebook ads. Every business needs marketing, and that's just the simple truth. And so you really have two choices. You have the easy way and you have the hard way, and the hard way is on your own. And when I first started, I was too stubborn to look for a mentor. I felt totally lost. I didn't understand audiences. I didn't understand anything, and there was no community. When that's part of the reason that I created the Facebook Ads Ninja Facebook group, right? That now has over 66,000 people that I showed you earlier. And that's kind of one of the reasons that I've worked so incredibly hard to maintain that as a community, because having a community of people in the same place as you, people that are doing the same things, that are going through the same, situations and that are trying to make it work, it's such an important part of being a successful entrepreneur. So that's the hard way, right? The easy way is mimicking success, duplicating other people's success, using proven strategies, not trying to go figure out everything on your own, not wasting thousands of dollars, hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, trying to learn this stuff when there's already proven ways that just simply work, that people have figured out and they've spent thousands of hours figuring out. Why would you try to reinvent the wheel when people have dedicated their lives to making this work, right? All you have to do is just use those proven strategies, use those proven blueprints, and apply it to any business and get paid handsomely, right, in pretty much entirely profit to be able to do that. And so I learned lessons the hard way, right? Again, I wasted a ton of money, but the good part about me wasting a ton of money, right, is my mistakes and millions of dollars wasted become your catapult to success. And again, use your mentor's experience, because if you don't use their experience, then you're dooming yourself to repeat all of their mistakes, right? It's beautiful. Again, use your mentor's experience so you don't have to repeat any of their mistakes. It's a beautiful thing, right? Use the strategies they've already proven to immediately implement and utilize the power of Facebook ads to 10x your business. But prior to becoming free, I was working 80 hours a week as an accountant, right? And not a lot of people might know that about me, but I was sad. I was depressed. I don't like admitting that. I don't like to admit that I didn't like my life, right? I don't like to admit that I was literally at rock bottom, and I was spending day after day after day and week after week and month after month sitting in the same cubicle, the same corner cubicle right next to the water cooler, and I would listen to the same boss drone on and on about the same things, talking about how I needed to improve my people skills and how he needed more effort out of me. And I was thinking to myself, is this my life, right? Is this actually going to be how I spend the rest of my life? And I needed to decide. Right? I needed to decide if that is, I was going to allow that to be the rest of my life. And that moment, I was kind of rock bottom. I was really sad and depressed, and I was anxious, and I was just not enjoying my life. I was not looking forward to waking up each morning and repeating that same thing in the same office with the same people in my same cubicle in my same dress clothes. And that is when I had an epiphany, right? The secret to my success, guys, was just taking action. Just, really making that decision to myself that I was going to do something, right? That I was not going to waste away in that cubicle that I hated at that job that I hated, but that I was really going to do something with my life. And I figured out the problem with the old form of advertising, and that was one of the main things that allowed me to actually break free. Every day on my commute, I had an hour and 20-minute commute to go like 13 miles in the Bay Area. 13 miles, an hour and 20 minutes every morning on the way there, an hour and 20 minutes on the way back at night, right? 3 hours almost of commute every single day. I would see billboards, and I'll never forget this. I would see billboards on the freeway advertising things that literally meant nothing to me. I would see billboards of diapers and women's clothing and things that I would never in a million years buy myself at that time, and they were just wasting money on me, right? And that's when I realized, and this is actually funny, we use this in all of our scripts now, teaching people how to get new clients, because it makes so much sense. When you pay for a billboard, right, and the average cost of a billboard, the last time I checked in the Bay Area, is like something like $20,000 per month, right? $20,000 per month. And the problem is that 99% of the people who see that billboard are not interested in what that billboard has to sell, right? They're not interested in that product or that advertising. And, basically they're paying for 99% of people to not be interested. But when you have a product on a billboard for men or for women only, right, instantly you take 50% of people out of the equation. 50% of the people are immediately not going to be interested in that product for the most part, right? Unless they're buying it as a gift. But they're still paying the entire cost. And that was kind of this moment, this epiphany for me. The key, that was part of, what made me figure out that the old way of advertising was dying, right? Because I was using Facebook ads at the time, but I don't think I quite realized how truly powerful that they really were. And so, I created a Facebook ads agency kind of by chance, right? People were asking me, Kevin, I know you're using Facebook ads. We see that you're obviously having some success with them. Could you help us out? And so I started out, just charging people. I kind of just randomly said, okay, I'll help you out for $1,000 a month. And, that's really when I first even understood the idea of a Facebook ads agency. And once I started to sign on one client, 2 clients, 3 clients, 4 clients, 20 clients, all of a sudden, I was making $20,000 profit a month. And if an extra $20,000 profit per month would change your life and allow you to quit your job, I want you to send a message to the chat. Send it to Katie right now. She's pumped up, that says, quit my job, right? Because that is what this is going to enable you to do if you put the work in. And like I said, I ended up making $20,000 profit my first month running Facebook ads for clients. And that's $20,000 profit. When you hear about all these other businesses like Shopify and affiliate marketing and crypto or whatever it is, a lot of times people tell you like what they're making in revenue, right? But if I'm making $100,000 revenue and I'm spending $150,000 on ads to get that revenue, then I'm losing $50,000 a month, right? So people telling you about what they're making in revenue is always just an illusion, right? And the reason that this worked so well for me was that I needed to figure out a way that I could make a bunch of money with very little money to start. And the beautiful part about Facebook advertising is you can run advertisements for other businesses. They pay you a monthly retainer every month, right? They pay you and it's 100% profit. All you need is the knowledge in your head. And the beautiful part about the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass, what we teach and what we do is that it has everything you need. It's not just about creating a Facebook ads agency, creating an independent source of passive income that's entirely profit, has no expenses. It's not just about that. We teach you Facebook ads in-depth, more in-depth A to Z tutorials, everything you could possibly need for Shopify. We teach you everything that you could possibly need for Amazon. And we teach you everything that you need to advertise a restaurant, a club, a bar, right? If you're a real estate agent, I went really deep into specific use case scenarios for our most common clients, right? Because a lot of people don't know that, we actually had an incredibly profitable real estate campaign. We were getting $5 leads for one of our real estate agents that we were working with, and we ended up selling like $900,000 worth of apartment buildings for, hundreds of times less that. And there's no other way in the world that you can spend, hundreds of times less on ads and generate $900,000. I think we spent like $8,000 on ads and we ended up generating $900,000. So like over 100x return, right? And that's crazy. But that's Facebook ads for real estate. So this course, right, has everything that you need to be able to advertise on Shopify, advertise on Facebook, right? If you're a real estate agent, we talk about everything that you need from, start to finish when it comes to every business that you have right now, right? Whether you own a brick and mortar, whether you own an e-commerce shop, whether you're a real estate agent, like we said, right? It doesn't matter. We have everything that you need, no matter what your business actually is. And so people always ask me, are Facebook ads for digital marketing dead as we know it, right? People have been saying Facebook ads are too expensive since they literally first launched. And there's more than 2 billion, right? And I put it in capitals here, 2 billion with a B monthly active users. There's never been anything like that in history. 70% of Facebook users visit Facebook every single day. Your customers are there. It doesn't matter what you're selling, right? Your customers are there. I guarantee it. I'm 100% sure. Advertising is essential for businesses, and digital marketing is the quickest way to scale no matter what you're selling. No matter what your business is, it does not matter. And the most important platform for digital marketers, right? A company went out and interviewed some of the biggest advertisers in the world, who advertise everywhere in the newspaper, like literally every form of advertising, and everyone's saying, right, 62% of people are saying that Facebook is the most important platform for digital marketers, right? And it's not even close, guys. So let's break it down with some math. Who likes math? If you like math, drop a message into the chat right now for Katie that says math, because everybody loves some good math. Actually, I don't really like math that much, but it is important, right? So according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the following were the average salaries for Americans based on age, right? 16 to 19 years old, 65, up all the way up until 65 and older. So like, let's just do a rough calculation. The average is probably something around 45,000, but we'll say 47,000, right, is the average, even though it's probably a little bit lower than that. So the lowest amount to charge a customer, the absolute lowest, the minimum that I've ever charged a customer to run Facebook ads for them, right, on their behalf is $1,000 per month. This means, guys, that all you need to do is get 4 businesses, right, 4 clients, 4 customers, 4 anyone to say yes to having you run their ads, and all of a sudden, guys, you're making more than the average American in a year, right? With 4 people saying yes, paying you monthly. And how many of us out there right now, how many people watching this right now have a doctor, right? How many people out watching this right now have a dentist or a real estate agent, or they know a real estate agent or a dentist or a lawyer or any small business owner that could use more profitable paying customers? Because I know that I have a dentist, I have a doctor, and you better believe that when I was first starting out running my Facebook ads agency, I was running Facebook ads for all of them. Pretty much every city in America, whether it's large or small, has at least one dentist, right, or one doctor. Most larger cities have 50 or hundreds or multiple hundreds of these businesses, and they all need marketing to actually stay on top and get the visibility they need and the customers they need to keep running their business, right? Everyone needs more paying customers. And if you can get 4 yeses, you're all of a sudden instantly making as much as the average American, which is by far, America, the USA, by far is one of the most richest countries, by GDP and by the average earnings, in the world, right? And if you're performing, which you will be, people in local businesses and companies and customers that you're working with, they're going to tell their friends about you. I promise you that if you're making small businesses more money, they have 5 friends that went to dental school and 10 friends that went to medical school, and they're all going to want to start paying you $1,000 per month. They're all going to be begging you to pay you $1,000 a month. I've seen it again and again and again. I know it might be hard to believe, but once you get one successful customer, it really starts to explode, right? And if you get more than 4 yeses, let's say that you get 10 yeses, and this has happened hundreds of times, that people who, students who've come into the program have gotten 10 people to say yes in their very first month, right? All of a sudden, now you're earning over $100,000 per year. And again, there's no expenses. That's literally all profit directly deposited into your bank account. And guys, this is just scratching the surface, right? But it's so real. It happened for me, and it's just a great way to make money, and it's seriously happening every single day. When I get messages from people saying, Kevin, I did it. I quit my 9-to-5 job. I left. I'm done. I'm out. That is the most valuable thing to me in the world, because at the end of the day, I have enough money, and I don't mean to sound like a you-know-what, but I have enough money. I've worked incredibly hard, and I could retire today, right? The reason that I'm doing this is not for the money. The reason that I'm doing this is to help people, because not too long ago, right, I remember what it felt like feeling depressed and anxious, and I honestly and sincerely was not a happy person because of my 9-to-5 job. I felt trapped. I didn't see a way out, which is why I dedicated my life to making my students successful enough to be able to leave that depression and anxiety, that 9-to-5 grind, being a drone, right? Just a cog in the machine. I worked incredibly hard to give my students everything that they possibly need to be able to leave their 9-to-5 jobs behind and become successful. And we're so sure that our methods work that we're going to guarantee you that if you follow our exact strategies we lay out in the masterclass, it's possible for you to get your first client in 24 hours or less. Right? And maybe they won't pay you $5,000 a month immediately, but getting your first client is a big step, and we know exactly how to make that happen for you. So how we're going to do this and how we're going to actually make that happen for you is with 3 simple secrets that we use to make this work every time like clockwork, right? Secret number 1, how to get local businesses, new customers before they pay you. right? And that eliminates all friction, because if you can show these businesses that you intend to run Facebook ads for, if you can show them that you can actually get them more paying customers, to be able to pay them and make them more profit, it's the easiest sale in the world from your perspective to get them to pay you, right? Because if they're paying you $1,000 a month and you're making them $5,000 a month, that's the easiest sale in the world, guys. And I've been in business for a long time, but the easiest people to pay are the people who bring money into your business, right? That's why salespeople generally make more than accountants, because salespeople are generating more money and accountants are not generating more money, right? And you need both, but that's the thing, right? When people are making you more money, it's very, very easy to justify paying them. Secret number 2, how to take advantage of the disconnect, right? The disconnect, the bridge between local businesses, right? The offline world and the online world. And again, how to just profit incredibly from doing that. And then secret number 3, how I scaled to $20,000 per month profit, very, very quickly, guys. And the hint that I'm going to give you is testing optimization and referral incentives, right? Referral incentives, again, being the key. We have some incredibly clever ways that we've used to incentivize our current clients, right? Because I don't like making phone calls. I don't like actually going out and trying to find clients. What I like to do is find one client and do such a good job for them that they start to promote me, right? They promote me to all their friends and their other, small businesses they own. Maybe they go to a BNI or some type of local business meetup, right? I like to incentivize them to do that. So what I'll do is I'll give them percentages off. Maybe like they're paying me $1,000 a month. I'll say, for every new customer that you bring me, right? A friend, maybe another small business owner, another dentist, another doctor, depending on what they are. Every person that you bring me that ends up paying, right, I'll give you $500 off your monthly bill. And so all they have to do to get free Facebook ads for an entire month is bring me 2 people, right? And this starts to work like a web, right? So like if they bring 2 people and then those 2 people bring 2 people each, all of a sudden, right, you're making $8,000 a month. And this stuff happens every single day. And something that's so important to understand is the old model versus the new model, right? The old model is exchanging your time for money directly. 1 hour of your life for X amount of dollars, right? $10 an hour, $20 an hour, $50 an hour. It doesn't matter, whatever it is, right? Salary is even worse. Don't even get me started on salary. I was making more as an intern at my accounting job by the hour because of so much overtime that I was working than I actually ended up making as my salary. But the accounting company that I work for made it seem like a big deal and a promotion that I was getting promoted to salary, right? They tried to trick me and say that it was a promotion, but I knew that I was going to be working the same amount, if not more, and that I was going to be paid significantly less because I had no overtime, right? And the old model is putting money into a retirement account, after 50 years, retiring with some small sum, right? Some small sum of money. And, you only even have that money once you're too old to be able to even fully enjoy it, right? That's the old model. That's the model that I learned growing up. That is the model that I know for a fact now is incorrect, right? The new model is creating an equitable, scalable business where you do not, right, underline, capitalize, enunciate it, emphasize, do not exchange your time for money. You earn money while you're sleeping. You earn money while you're camping. You earn money while you're on vacation with your family. You earn money while you're not working. And then you continue to reinvest into your business for years and years, and you watch how your income stream grows in direct proportion to your hard work. And what I mean by that, right, that's not necessarily obvious on the surface level. What I mean by that is your income stream increases in direct proportion to your hard work, because I think a lot of us have at some point had a corporate job and we've seen someone get promoted who just didn't deserve it, right? People who are not as hardworking as you, people who are not as smart as you, people who are not by merit, right? They should not be promoted, but they are promoted because of politics, right? They're promoted because of bureaucratics of the corporate world. I saw it happen to me. People who are not performing nearly as high of quality of work, people who are not performing nearly as hard, people who are not getting the company nearly as many sales as I was, getting promoted instead of me, even though I was working so much harder, right? The beauty about working for yourself is your income stream increases in direct proportionality to your hard work. Because remember, guys, it's not normal working 40-hour weeks. It's not normal working 80-hour weeks ever. And our students are making way more now than they were at their 9-to-5 jobs. And the best part about that is they're working way less to do that. But again, I would never advise you to take what I say or what anyone says at face value. Look at the results of their students, right? That's one of the only ways to know for sure if something is actually working. And luckily, my students are crushing it, right? Richard joined the Facebook ads course just, I think, September of this this year, and it's just very funny. He even mentioned the webinar, the training thing. He's smart, and he's making things happen exactly how you are right now watching this exact training, and you see that he was researching how to make money because his 9-to-5 job, in his words, sucked. He ended up going to a BNI, right? A BNI meeting, which is basically a business owner's networking organization. And he ended up getting a one-on-one meeting with a $5 million business at his very first meeting. And his moral of the story was, you take action, you get results. And John, one of my favorite and definitely one of the most enthusiastic students that we have in our family group. He made a video in our group about having a crazy day and getting yet another $1,000 retainer check from a new client. And you can see he messaged me again personally on Instagram, and he woke up to another, $1,494, a PayPal alert from another one of his Facebook ads clients. And what's the best part? John was an insurance agent literally like a month ago, and he wasn't happy with his job. He didn't know a thing about Facebook ads, zero, not one thing, and he had never run an ad in his life. He didn't know anything about marketing, nothing, right? He just knew he wanted to work for himself. He knew he wanted to get out of the cubicle, and he wanted to get out of the rat race, and he made it happen. And that's the key, taking action. Because even if you're a complete beginner, because some of the most successful students are complete beginners, and you know why that is? Because they didn't learn a bunch of stuff the wrong way. Or Ed, he gave us a really amazing shout out talking about how helpful and knowledgeable our family is. He talked about going from 35 clients. And remember, 35 clients is $35,000 a month at the minimum, right? And he scaled to his best ever month this past month selling chatbots. And chatbot is basically just another word for a Facebook Messenger bots, which really are the future, right? They're replacing email. And we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes on the training today. Ed said that he would never have done it. He'd never been able to do it without the Ninja family and our amazing community. Or Andrew, right? Andrew, the Kiwi that came in and absolutely dominated. He was from New Zealand, and he came in like an absolute storm. I remember seeing him seeing his ridiculous results, like literally immediately. He worked in, I think it was hospitality. He managed like 30 plus people. And so he had some experience with business, but he just hated his job. And he wanted to work for himself. And he implemented exactly what I teach, and he just exploded. He was getting clients pretty much daily to pay him $1,000 a month, and he never ran an ad in his life. He never did any marketing for his hospitality job. He never even knew about Facebook ads until he joined this exact training that you're watching right now. And last I checked, he had like 11 clients that he got in his very first month, which meant $11,000 profit every single month. And he got that in his first month and every month after that, which is so powerful, and it's incredible results, obviously. But the funny thing is, it's actually not uncommon at all, right? Jose is one of our students that I'll never forget. He joined the course, but he actually used a different email to try and log into the membership area, not the email that he used to invest in the course. And so he wasn't automatically assigned access to the full course. He only had our mini course. You can see he said right there. So he messaged our 24-hour support team, and he requested a refund actually, because he thought the whole course was actually what was in his membership platform, which was just our mini course. And so our customer service helped him, get access to the full masterclass. And when you see then, when he saw the full course, he said he was quote unquote blown away, and that the material was bananas. Every single inch of detail, from setting up campaigns, client getting, proposals, fulfillment. And he even said that he would feel bad for anyone who passed on the opportunity to join our family, and that he thought the course could have sold for a lot more. Or Mark, who said he's invested in over $25,000 worth of online training in the last few years, and he can safely say, quote unquote, that the Facebook Ads Masterclass ranks as one of the best trainings he's ever done in his life. And he also said he likes how active I am helping one-on-one in the private group, which I take very seriously, by the way, guys. It's easy for me to help people one-on-one because I actually love what I do. I love seeing my students become successful. It's what makes me feel happy and feel fulfilled. Or Lori, right? Lori might be one of my favorite people in the entire world, who said that the value is quote unquote off the chain, right? And she's in her mid-40s. She's attended seminars, read books, listened to webinars, but she says, quote unquote, she has never seen anything before that is as organized as the Facebook Ads Masterclass. And as a teacher herself, what you have here, she says, is gold. And that is a glorious thing to find excellence. And this is such amazing feedback. It really makes me feel so happy, getting comments like this. So what I want you to do is imagine, and not in a cheesy way, right? Most of the people watching this right now, I know you're not going to do this, but like everything in life, you get out what you put in. So I want at least some of you to close your eyes right now, right? Get the meditation going, get some incense going, get your favorite essential oils going, and I want you to imagine what your life would be like if you had a ton of Facebook ads clients, right? And you never had to worry about being able to deliver incredible results for them. And we already talked about the math. 4 people saying yes, 4 simple yeses, easiest thing in the world, 4 yeses, and all of a sudden, you're making more than the average American instantly, all from home with no money to get started, chilling in your Superman underwear, right? Imagine you're making more than your old 9-to-5 job every month, working on your own schedule as your own boss, where you make more money working less hours than your 9-to-5 job. And this is what it's like in the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass in the family. And it's one of the reasons that we've had so much incredible student success so quickly. So let's have a little question time as we're getting close to the end of the training today. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you've learned some good stuff about the Facebook Pixel, how to use it to retarget people, about custom audiences, how you can use those custom audiences to target people who take any specific action like visiting a web page, and how you can use those custom audiences as what's called a source audience to then create much larger audiences called lookalike audiences, which are basically as similar as possible to the custom audiences that you give them. So if you have 10 people who purchase from you, you say, hey, Facebook, go find me 2 million people who are also going to purchase from me. And if you can understand how powerful that is, and you can understand how properly implementing just those 3 things, the Facebook Pixel, custom audiences, and lookalike audiences, could have a revolutionary impact on any business, I want you to send a message to the chat right now. If you understand how powerful this is, I want you to send a message to the chat to Katie right now that says 100%. Right? And so I hope that you've learned a lot, but we're not done yet, right? And we still have some freebies and some fun stuff to give to you guys, so don't worry. So question time. What is the one thing that makes people actually take the risk necessary to have a drastic impact improving and changing their lives? And it's crazy. People do the same thing over and over again. They never do anything new, but they expect things to change. They do the same thing and they expect a different result. And I think that's actually the definition of insanity. I remember I got to meet Tony Robbins recently, and he told me that, the one thing that gets people to take the risk that is required to make a real significant change is certainty. Right? And if you are certain that a stock is going to go up 100%, then you'd buy, right? You'd put your life savings into it, right? Now it's impossible to know for certain if a stock is going to go up, unless it's illegal, for example, with insider trading. But in a legal, honest world, then it's impossible. But it's not impossible in this scenario. There's proven results. This stuff just simply works. There's students, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students again and again and again, and myself and my own track record with Facebook ads. We've proven for certain that Facebook ads have the capability to completely change any business and have the capability to create a completely independent, brand new source of passive income. And people ask me all the time, Kevin, what is the single biggest factor that you attribute to your success? And the answer to that question, without a doubt, is jumping in, taking action. I wasted years of my life in the cubicle because it seemed normal, because my coworkers were doing it, my friends were doing it. Everyone was telling me how lucky I was to have a job, to have such a prestigious job that so many people applied for, and that I was chosen for. And the only reason that I escaped from that is because one day I woke up and I said to myself, this is not my destiny. This is not what I'm meant to be doing. The single biggest factor that I attribute to my success is just taking the first step, right? 99% of people are not willing to do that. 99% of people are just going to live average lives, and they're going to work 9-to-5 jobs where they're sacrificing 40 hours, 80, even 80 hours or more per week, missing their children's baseball games or basketball games, or missing the opportunity to see, and travel to beautiful, exotic countries like Thailand and Greece, and all these opportunities that I've been so grateful and lucky to have that I would not have had if I hadn't made that one choice. And something that I've learned creating multiple 7-figure businesses in such a short time is that sometimes the smallest decisions can make the biggest impacts in our lives. And so how many of you guys watching right now would like to work directly with me and get help to ensure that you crush Facebook ads for your current business, for your Shopify business, for your Amazon business, for your real estate business, if you have a brick and mortar business, or if you're trying to create a completely new independent source of passive income, fully profit, right, in the form of running ads for other businesses. How would you guys like to work directly with me to get help making this work? If you'd like to work directly with me, I want you to drop a heck yeah into the chat right now. We'll keep it PG. We'll say heck yeah. Drop a heck yeah into the chat right now to Katie. And lastly, how would it change your life making an extra $5,000 a month from home? What about $10,000 a month? Or what about what I did, $20,000 a month profit per month from home? And I want you to picture this. I know it probably sounds impossible right now. I know it sounds imaginary. I know it sounds out of reach right now, but hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of my students are doing this every single day. And I want you to literally imagine, how would your life be different if you were making an extra $5,000 a month, or $10,000 or $20,000? How would your life be different if you're making another $10,000 a month? Would you be able to buy that new car that you've been wanting to buy? Would you be able to go on vacation with your wife or your husband or your kids that have been begging for it? Would you be able to get a second house as you wanted in some vacation destination or some vacation spot? Would you be able to do the things that you've wanted to do, but you just haven't been able to do because of work restrictions or not earning enough income, right? Would you be able to help your friends and family? You should be able to do the things that you want to do. That is what life is meant to be. And guys, can I share with some of you exactly how some of my students are making over $20,000 profit or more per month right now? Can I share with you exactly how my students did this? And you can reach out in the chat right now. I want you guys to spam the yes, right? If you're still here and you're not interested, then I hope you got some value, and I wish you the best. But if you are interested in really making real change, type another heck yes into the chat right now. And I'm going to share with you guys, and I already see a ton of heck yeses coming in right now. So thank you guys so much. I love you all, seriously. I'm going to continue to add value, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how it's possible for you to do exactly this. And the answer to how hundreds of my students are making an extra $10,000, $20,000 or more dollars profit every single month, guys, the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass. And is the first of its kind that has everything you need, not only to explode any business, right, no matter what it is, and also offers the most step-by-step instructions to creating a Facebook ads agency. It has everything you need. Facebook ads for any business, or Facebook ads as its own business, right? And literally sometimes you can get your first clients within the first few days. And so what do you get? Right? Here is what you get. You get understanding Facebook ads plus the power of the Ninja Pixel, which is a $497 value. People have bought these individual programs as we release them individually, but now we sell it all together. And so you get understanding the Facebook ads plus the power of the Ninja Pixel, which is the most detailed step-by-step instructions anywhere when it comes to perfectly implementing your Facebook Pixel. You get the complete beginner to Facebook Ad Ninja, right, which tells you the only campaigns you need. You get how to create ultra-targeted audiences that are going to skyrocket your business. You get how to create ad copy and creative that converts like crazy. Most importantly, you get how to start a Facebook ads agency, which, remember, is the same thing as a social media marketing agency, SMMA. It's the same thing as starting your own digital marketing company, right? And literally the best part about it, guys, is you don't need your own product to do this. You can run Facebook ads for other businesses, and you can get paid handsomely to do that. And you also get access to the one thing that will make or break your Facebook ad profitability, which is a $29.97 value. Literally, I've made probably more than $29.97 with just that one tip today, guys. And you're going to get all of that completely, 100% of it, if you decide to join the Facebook Ads Masterclass today. But we're not done there, right? We have some very special bonuses for you, available for you guys exclusively on this webinar and this training today. And I think you guys are going to be excited for what those bonuses are, right? We're going to talk about Instagram, which is the kind of the key right now. We're going to talk about Facebook Messenger bots, which are the future, right? They're replacing email. And we have a very, very exclusive one-time offer that we're going to give you guys in just a few minutes if you do decide to join. But really quickly, let's watch a testimonial from John, who we mentioned earlier. I love this guy. He knew nothing about Facebook ads, but he just took the information from the masterclass and he did it. And he collected his first $1,000 retainer literally on his first day. Let's watch this.
What's up, ninjas? Just left the dentist office. Found out he's got not only one location, but two. Presented the Facebook ads just like Kevin's got in the course. I had went out to their Facebook page and their website, got some pictures, so went through the Facebook ad, then I showed them how the ClickFunnels worked, showed them the demographics, the people we were going to target. They loved the idea. I gave the value of the ClickFunnel of $2,000. I gave the value of creating the ad set of $497 and a monthly retainer of $1,000 for each office. Waived the ClickFunnel fee and waived the ad set fee in order to collect the 1 month retainers up front. Fired up.
So John says that he's fired up, right? Got a $1,000 retainer check on his first day. Do you think that he got the value from this course if he made $1,000 on his very first day, right? And he made that video for us inside of our exclusive student group, right? Our family group, because he was fired up. And so just with what you see on your screen right now, this would have been more than worth it to John and a ton of other of our students, who just went out and implemented this stuff. They learned and they started making a ton of money. But we're not done there. We have some very exclusive one-time bonuses for you guys if you're ready to really make a big change in your lives and start earning a ton of money from home. So bonus number 1, it teaches you how to not pay for your Facebook ads. Literally zero out-of-pocket costs for Facebook ads using something called the tripwire technique. And I know that might sound crazy, but I promise we're not doing anything sketchy. It's just something that we figured out to literally get people interested in whatever you have to sell that pays for the cost of your ads, right? And so that you can continue ascending them up what's called the value ladder. But you get more than that, right? You also get the 6 most underutilized psychological tactics that are going to instantly change your ads forever, because psychology has so much to do with advertising. And I've probably read over 100, books relating to psychology, buyer psychology, influenced by Robert Cialdini, right? All these books, all these different incredible books that are so applicable to Facebook ads and to all forms of marketing. And people don't understand how important this is. And we've dedicated an entire bonus literally to teaching you everything that you need to possibly know from all of the most influential, smartest minds when it comes to buyer psychology. And we made it exactly as detailed as you need it to be so that you can apply it to any different service or business immediately. And we want to actually reward people who are really serious about this, because I know that if you're watching this right now, then you're serious, right? You're serious about making a change in your life. So what we're going to do, guys, is we want to keep this very, very exclusive. The bonus here is only going to be for the first 30 people who decide to join the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass family today. The 31st person on today's webinar will not have access to this bonus, and I promise you, this bonus is not something that you want to miss out on. And this is just bonus number 1, guys. We have a lot more to give you, right? Because bonus number 2 is the ultimate over-deliver, the Ninja Instagram Blueprint. Instagram was literally recently valued at over $100 billion, and that is worth more than most companies on earth, and it's just one piece of Facebook's empire. And the Instagram Blueprint, this is exactly how I just use a few simple tricks, taking advantage of the highest converting, most active social media platform in the world, which is Instagram. Instagram Stories is the fastest growing ever platform in history. It grew faster than Facebook. It grew faster than Snapchat, Twitter. It doesn't matter. Instagram is literally on fire right now. It's growing faster than ever, and the younger generations and demographics are absolutely buying things and engaging and converting like they never have before. And we're going to show you how to use Instagram to drive unlimited, profitable, and fanatical buyers to any business, guys. But we want to keep this even more exclusive, because some of my students on Instagram alone are generating more money than I was making at my 9-to-5 job, just from one small section, just from one bonus of this course. People are generating more than I was making at my entire 9-to-5 job. And so what we're going to do, guys, is we want to keep this very, very exclusive for the people who are extremely serious about making a real, massive, meaningful change. And so the more people who go out and actually implement this stuff and are willing to put in the hard work, that makes me feel fulfilled. Watching people actually, absolutely kill this and change their lives, guys. We want to keep this extremely exclusive for the people who are serious. And so what we're going to do is we're going to only give this bonus to the first 20 people who decide to join the family today. Again, the 21st person is not going to have access on today's webinar to the Ninja Instagram Blueprint. And bonus number 3, last but certainly not least, guys, the future. And what I mean by the future is messenger bots are the future. People who are implementing messenger bots now are going to have an unbelievable advantage compared to people who are not using them, right? A year from now or even a month from now. Mark it down on a calendar, put it on a plaque, right? Because I'm saying this because I'm 100% sure, because I use messenger bots myself. Emails right now have like a 3% click-through rate if you know what you're doing and you're doing a good job, right? What I mean by that is 3% of people who you send an email to actually click on what you want them to click on. Messenger bots, on the other hand, it's closer to 50%. 3%, right? 3% versus 50%. It's incredible. Messenger bots are the future. Artificial intelligence, right? And we're going to go through everything. I show you exactly how I use my messenger bots and funnels to instantly double my conversion rates and how I apply it to any business, guys. And this is just from one little known hack. And I want to keep this one the most possible exclusive because you can apply this to any business and you can do it today, right? If you know how to use ManyChat and you know how to use messenger bots correctly, you become instantly so valuable to the market. You can charge, if you're talking to the right people, $1,000 an hour to the right businesses to set up a messenger bot sequence for them and the messenger bot ecosystem for them, right? And everything that you need to know to do that, to feel 100% confident to be able to do that for any business is in this one bonus, guys, which is why we're keeping it so exclusive. We have sold the exact same information that is in just this one bonus for $39.97 to many different businesses, right? People have paid $4,000 or sometimes even more than that just for what's in this one bonus. And so to keep this bonus exclusively for only the 10 people who are most serious about making this work, the 11th person who joins today will not have access to this, our most exclusive bonus, teaching you about the future, about ManyChat, about messenger bots, right? About how to actually implement one of the most important introductions of technology that's come out this, in the past decade, right? So the first 10 people who are most serious are going to have access to this bonus, but the 11th person, unfortunately, will not. So you get all of this value that we talked about before, right? You get all of this value, understanding the Facebook ads, understanding the power of the pixel, talking about the only campaigns you need, how to create ultra-targeted audiences, how to create ad copy that converts like crazy, how to start a Facebook ad agency without needing your own product, which again is in itself valued at $29.97. People have bought just this one portion of the course for almost $3,000, guys. But then we talk about the one thing that will make or break your Facebook ad profitability. But we're also giving you bonus number one, which is the pre-built Ninja Facebook ad tripwire funnel. How to run Facebook ads completely for free, right? Bonus number two, which is the Ninja Instagram blueprint, which again is about a $100 billion company, which is Instagram, which is just one portion of the Facebook empire. And then last but certainly not least, probably the most valuable part of this entire training, which is the messenger bot explosion, which again, we've sold for over $4,000 just what's contained in that one bonus. And on its way, that brings the value to almost $19,000, which probably seems ridiculous, like a ridiculous number, but the reality is many businesses, different businesses, have paid us to consulting fees to teach them the exact same things. I can't describe this enough, guys. Literally, people will read a book that costs $12, and then they'll pay $10,000 to go to a mastermind that has the exact same information in the book, right? It's just about the scale of information. People have paid us $20,000 to implement the exact same things that you're going to learn inside of this course. And so I also want to show you another one of our students who's been so successful because again, hearing it from a real person is just so much more meaningful than, hearing it from me. So let's just watch 30 seconds of one of these, right? Just 30 seconds. There's a ton of testimonials on here where I'm not going to make you sit through all of them. Let's watch just 30 seconds of one of these testimonials right now because I want you guys to hear it directly from them.
Hi guys, my name is Casey Kellogg. I got introduced to Kevin David about May of 2017. I started traveling for work, which I've been a corporate employee for 19 years. Was on the road for 3 weeks at a time. Wanted my wife to come on the road with me, so Kevin introduced us to Waste Make Money Online. Here I am today. My wife and I, we just sold our house and we live in an RV and travel the country full time. And Kevin David made that possible.
Hi, I'm Carolina. I'm from Barranquilla, Colombia, and I met Kevin less than a year ago. He has changed my life. The way that he communicates with people and the value that he brings every time he talks to you.
And we're not going to watch all of these guys because there's too many and I don't want to bore anybody, but I just want to show you how meaningful and how impactful this stuff can truly be, guys. And the last thing that I want to show just really quickly is actually inside of the course, right? Because a lot of people say that they have really detailed courses. They say that everything, is all in line. They say they're going to give you all this stuff, but then when you actually go to get it, you realize that it's actually not that great. And so this is module 1, guys. You can see that we talk about how to optimize your Facebook page. We walk you through how to set up Business Manager. We explain the difference between campaigns, ad sets, ads, custom audience, right? And that's all you get, right, just for module 1. So we have module 1, we have module 2, which you can see is super, super detailed here, right? Like probably 10, 15 different videos. And then we have module 3, all of this, right? And then we have module 4, and none of this, guys, is any type of fluff. This is all exactly what you need with quick win hacks. This is module 4, how to create ad copy and your creative that converts like crazy. And then module 5, how to make a ton of money without needing your own product. You know, this is how to create your own Facebook ad agency. All of these videos, look at this, 5, 10, 15, probably 20 plus videos just in this one module. We have students that have been making $10,000 profit per month just from this one module. People have told me that I should make just this one module into its own course, but we're not going to do that, guys, because we want to give you above and beyond what anyone has ever offered. And then we have a module after that, how to retarget, optimize, and scale to the moon, plus a bunch of fun bonuses and a little tip for how to get this course completely for free through our insanely profitable affiliate marketing program. But just one more time, guys, look at how detailed this is. All of these are videos, and you also get completely detailed PDFs that you can walk through with the videos, so you don't even have to take your own notes, because I already did the notes for you, and that does take me way longer to do, but some people learn through videos, some people learn through text, so I wanted to actually make sure that everyone is going to be able to completely dominate with this course, and I'm still scrolling as I'm talking, guys. That is how detailed and how thorough this course really is. Everything that you could possibly need from A to Z, even if you have absolutely no experience, is all within this one course. All right, guys, so let's get back into the presentation now so we can finish this thing up and we can tell you our exclusive offer that we have for you today and today only. But I'm still not done quite yet. This is the last thing that we're going to give you, the most detailed masterclass that you'll ever see anywhere, and I know that personally. I'm not just saying that because I've taken everything out there, because I want to make sure that I have everything included in the mastermind, inside the masterclass, that is going to make it the absolute best on the market. So you're also going to get the ultimate Facebook ads startup kit. You get the Pixel Ninja, right, which is a PDF and a video series that explains the Facebook pixel and secrets that are talked about nowhere else, I can promise you, in any other course. These are secrets that have completely revolutionized my business and hundreds of my students' businesses. You get the Ninja Advertising Compass. This is the largest ever aggregation. It has every interest, every demographic, every behavior that you can possibly target, all in one beautiful place. And you get the Facebook ads checklist, right? The ultimate checklist, because creating Facebook ads, there's so much complexity. I wanted to make it simple. So this is literally a checklist. Every time that you make a new ad on Facebook, you can say, okay, do I have my campaign named correctly? Have I done the placements correctly, right? It has everything that you need. You can follow along step by step by step and make sure that you don't miss any steps. And lastly, our philosophy is very, very simple, guys. Sign up today, do the work, give it some real effort, right? And if you can't make it work, we give you your money back. And the people who are serious about this are going to make it work. The people who are willing to put in the hard work are simply going to make it work. It's as simple as that. Hundreds and hundreds and thousands of students have done this in the past, and they've done the exact same thing. And the Pareto principle, right? And we're about to end this training. So let's talk about the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. Because I've failed at over 20 businesses. People see me now and they think that everything has always been, gone perfectly for me. I failed at multiple businesses. I've tried to start a blog on essential oils, right? That failed. I made an iOS app that failed. Everyone laughed at me when I started a YouTube channel. People told me to give up on everything that I was doing and to get a normal job. And now my friends and my family ask me how I did it. And that's what I call the entrepreneurial circle of life. Everyone thinks you're crazy at first, and then everyone asks you how you did it, right? And the truth is, guys, most people give up right before they hit a breakthrough. I love this image. This guy gives up right before he gets to the diamonds, and you can see the guy at the top, which is like my students, right? Which was like me and my success stories, who just never give up. They're constantly grinding until they get to those diamonds. And guys, we have a very, very special one-time offer for you guys today. We're not going to charge you 20 grand like we've done multiple times in the past, $20,000 or more, to implement the exact same things that you're going to learn inside the Facebook Ads Masterclass. We're not going to charge you 20 grand, but the opportunity to join today is something that we've never offered any time at any point, from the history of my business. We've never had this ridiculously low of a price, guys, which is available only today. And if you want those bonuses, and if you're really ready to do this, this price is absolutely ridiculous. We've literally charged over 10 times this price for the exact same information that you're going to get today. I don't know how else to explain that, but it's in a much more organized, much much more formatted, much more rigorously, thoroughly tested, way than any of those past companies and businesses who paid us over $20,000 to teach them the exact same things. And think about John, like the video I showed you. John made his money back literally on the first day. I think he got 2 clients or something like that, with 11 clients in his first month. He made his money back in 2 days. Right? And again, guys, if you do decide to invest and join the family, you're gonna get access to our completely, private, exclusive Facebook student group, right? Which is probably the most valuable portion of all of this, because we're walking through specific scenarios, and I'm literally helping people one-on-one every single day, all day long, making this work and making it work for their clients, right? Making it work for their own business, making it work for their Shopify business if that's what they wanted to join for, or their Amazon business, making Facebook ads work for their brick and mortar business or their real estate business. It does not matter what it is, guys. So let's open up some Q&A, because you guys have been seriously asking some awesome questions this whole time, and Katie's been writing them all down to give to me, and I want to make sure that I answer every single one of them. But really quickly, one final time, let's actually review what we're going to give you today if you decide to join. You're going to get all that we talked about. Power of the Pixel, complete beginner Facebook ads, ultra targeted audiences, converting copy like crazy, how to write your ads themselves, right? How to choose creatives and images and videos that work, how to start a Facebook ad agency, which is so valuable, right? All profit, again, and you can start this stuff today, guys. And you get bonus number 1, right? Pre-built, tripwire funnels to get Facebook ads for free. The Ninja Instagram Blueprint, the Messenger Bot Explosion, a $19,470 value. Many businesses have paid that amount, if not more, for us to implement exactly what you get today if you decide to join, plus all of the bonuses. And we do still have space to get all 3 bonuses, so do not wait. Make sure you click that button right now and you actually do decide to join the family today, because we are going to make this work together. And remember, when the countdown timer expires, guys, that discounted price, that one-time only price, right, that price that all of my employees are probably going to kill me because I'm offering it so low, when the countdown timer expires, that discounted price will be gone forever. And before I forget, check your emails, guys. Make sure that you do go and claim your free Facebook ad funnel that I did promise everyone who did make it to the end of the webinar. So it should be arriving into your inbox in the next hour or two. And so I already see a ton of orders coming in. I can't wait to see all of you guys, be so successful. Really, money is great and everything, but it's not that exciting to me anymore. What makes me excited is seeing people change their lives using the best strategies to make money online, which of course is through a Facebook ads agency. And this might be the fastest I think we've ever filled the bonus slots, guys. They're going super fast, so thank you guys so much. I promise you guys, I'll do my absolute best to make this work for each and every one of you guys. So make sure that you're taking advantage of this offer right now, because again, it is never going to be available anywhere else ever again. And I'm not honestly sure, when we're actually going to close down this training. So this might be the last time that you're ever able to actually join the family and start taking advantage of this amazing opportunity for such a low price. And we do it this way, guys, because we want to reward people who do join our trainings and who really are ready to invest in themselves and their future and their family's future with our most exclusive content. We want to make sure that people who are ready to invest in themselves have kind of the best resources and knowledge and tools and bonuses to make things work the fastest. And we want to keep the bonuses extremely exclusive. And so I'm excited to start working with every single one of you guys. I see more people signing up. This is seriously so amazing. I seriously wish so badly I could go back in time and tell myself to jump in now, right? Don't waste another second at a job you hate. You only get one life, and you can do it. Anyone can do it. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of student success stories proving that anyone can do this. Again, guys, I'm nothing special. All I did was jump in and actually take the first step to getting this done. And I want to make it super clear as to who this course is for and whether it can work for you. So guys, this course is perfect for you if you're a complete beginner. You've never even considered using Facebook ads for your business. You've never heard anything about the Facebook Pixel or on Facebook ads or anything, right? This course is perfect for you. And this course is also perfect for you if you've tried out Amazon FBA or e-commerce or Shopify or creating an online business, whether it's online, or brick and mortar, but just haven't quite gotten it to work yet. Facebook ads is what you need to make your business better. And this course is perfect for you if you've had some success, but you're really ready to transition into the next level and scale your business to 6, 7, or even beyond that, right? And you can probably see why people would be willing to pay for such exclusive lifetime access to the course, private group, and all these bonuses that I've used to make millions of dollars with Facebook. And I'm revealing everything in this course, how I did it. I don't hold anything back. And so at this point, you have two choices, right? Choice number one is you do nothing. And if you do nothing with the information you've learned over the past hour or so, what do you get, right? Nothing. Or you can take a leap of faith. Just test it out, see if it's going to work for you, completely free of risk, guys. And remember, our philosophy is if you aren't happy for any reason, right? If you do the work, you get 100% of your money back if you can't make it work. And I really mean when I say that. If I'm not making you more money than the cost of this course, then I don't want your money. And so the real question is this, right? Is it worth taking the chance and spending just a few minutes of your time to check this out? And even if it only does half of what I've claimed today, it's going to pay for itself tenfold. And guys, a common excuse I hear with Facebook ads is that people don't know how to advertise on Facebook, right? And I tell them, I made the entire modules with literally hours and hours of videos and PDFs directly over my shoulder, how I do it, right? My own ways, my own creative strategies that no one else is teaching. And this is not like some programs, guys. This is not a PowerPoint presentation. Literally, I'm sharing my screen inside of my Facebook Ads Manager, and I'm showing you exactly where to click to run extremely profitable Facebook ads. And I think some of you are getting kind of excited about this because how would you like to be our next student success story, right? How would you like to be our next student success story, making $20,000 profit, getting a direct deposit straight into your bank account for $20,000 cash in 1 month, running your very own Facebook ads agency? And I showed you multiple students who are having huge success by just following what I teach in the course, right? Students getting clients every day, people who are having huge success applying the course to their e-com stores, or people, who are having huge success creating their own Facebook ads agency or using Facebook ads to, explode their real estate business. And can you see yourself being our next Facebook ads ninja success story? Do you think you have what it takes to do that? Because habits are really hard to change. I can leave the webinar right now and I can go enjoy the rest of my day because I've already put the work in with Facebook ads. This is already working for me. But this is not about me, right? This is about you. And if you leave right now and don't take action, you might think you learned some cool stuff, but my guess is tomorrow morning you'll have slipped back into your normal routine. Am I right? Right? You just do what you've always done, and that's what most people do. But because I actually care about you, right? I actually care about you making real change in your life, and I want to be your coach and your friend and your mentor. I'm not willing to let that happen, right? I'm not going to let you go back to your old habits like that. I'm going to make sure you're successful by breaking them. And if you want real lasting change, you need repeated exposure to our exact blueprints that so many other students have proven successful in the past. And that's exactly what you'll get if you decided to invest in yourself today. Because we can agree on one thing, and it's this, right? It's not what it costs you, it's what it can give you in exchange for your investment. Because here's the reality as I know it. If I had a crystal ball that showed you your future 6 months from now and you were $100,000 richer than you are today, with the only way to get there was to invest $10,000 with me today, you would invest $10,000 with me today, right now, if you knew for certain that you'd have $100,000 more 6 months from now. So, it's not about the money, especially when I can literally basically guarantee you profits when you say yes to what I have today for you if you put the work in. And if it's not about money, what's it about, right? It can be boiled down to a single word. It's called belief. You don't believe me. You say, Kevin, this sounds too good to be true. You say the testimonials are made up, they're fake, they're doctored, they're misrepresented, they're manipulated. Is the belief in me or is it something more, right? Is the belief in yourself? You don't believe in you. You don't believe, well, they did it, but, right? And there's that stupid word, that excuse, right? Can you do it? Here's what I believe. I believe you can. So that's why I want you to sign up right now. So let's quit screwing around. Let's just do the thing, and we know it needs to be done, right? And when you do, you're also going to get the single greatest advantage available to Facebook advertisers that you could ever possibly hope for when you sign up through our special offer today, right now. So here's what you need to do. You need to click the button that's on your screen and sign up. And if you want to lock in and guarantee you're going to get the best resources you've ever seen for success as a Facebook advertiser, I'm going to personally be adding all 3 bonuses to every single person who joins right now. Right? Even if our bonuses are expired, I'm not looking at it right now, it does not matter. So if you're waiting, or if you're thinking, oh, well, I'm not going to get all 3 bonuses, I'm going to promise you that if you join in the next 5 minutes, you will get all 3 bonuses, no matter if we've already filled the 10 spots. But after that 5 minutes is up, you will not. right? Because when you sign up, you have a lot of awesome things in your corner that are backing you up and cheering you on as you move forward with your success, right? You have our family community. You have the members area where you can watch all the videos and claim your exclusive bonuses if you decide to join today on any and every single device that you have, right? You can watch it on your iPhone. You can watch it on your iPad. You can watch it on your Android, on your computer. The private student group with thousands of other students, right, who are making this work, we have them all backing you up and keeping you company and answering your questions with me every single day. Once you sign up, you'll see them, right? This private family group is where all the testimonials that I showed you came from. That's where we help each other be more successful every single day together. You get access to all of this, pretty much automated. Once you click the button on your screen right now, you get the full details. And if you join right now, your bonuses will be automatically added, right? I'm gonna personally guarantee that. So let's quit playing around and let's get real with what our future is going to look like financially. So how much does it actually take to start your own Facebook ad agency? I wanna make sure that we answer all of the questions that have been coming in, right? Because I wanna make sure everybody has all of their questions answered before we actually close down the webinar in the next few minutes. So how much does it take to start your own Facebook ad agency? Literally, guys, $0. All you have to do is take the techniques that you've learned and the resources that are available to you in the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass course, and you can literally implement them, and you can do it with $0. Think about what Richard did. He found me on YouTube. He put the course on his credit card, because he hated his 9-to-5, and he made it work. And if you want this bad enough, you can find a way to do it just like Richard did. So it's not about the money, right? If you don't want this bad enough to make it work, right, then you don't want to be wealthy bad enough. I'm just telling you, you can find a way to make it work, or you can find an excuse, right? But if you make an excuse, you make excuses. You don't make money, and that's about it. Everything that you need is right there at that button on your screen to get started, right? Here's what's important to understand. Those who deserve wealth find a way to make it happen, even if there are challenges in the way. That's the key ingredient you need. We take care of the rest. Do you feel like you deserve to be wealthy? I'm going to tell you, this is my own belief as I know it on earth. It is my belief that every one of us was created with unlimited potential, right? Unlimited potential and unlimited ability inside of us. So when I look at you, right, and I think about you, I see someone who has unlimited potential. So of course you deserve to be wealthy. And if you truly believe that yourself, look deep inside yourself right now and say, do I deserve it, right? Then the next step is, do you want to make a way? Do you want to find a way to make it happen, okay? Do you have those two things? Are you willing to do it even if it's going to be hard? Are you willing to do that if there's challenges in the way? Would you be willing to do it then, right? If so, you have everything you need because I got the rest of it. I have the how, I have the what, I have the resources, I have the tools, I have the community, I have the track record with proven results for thousands of my students and more every single day. I have everything else I could possibly need, and I'm going to do everything in my power to back you. But I'm asking you to do something for me, right? To A, accept that you deserve to be wealthy, and B, be willing to put the work in. Some of that work, right, most of that work actually is going to be right now. Figuring out how to put the funds in place and getting out of your own way to just start moving forward. You say, Kevin, I don't have the time, right? It's not about how much time you have. It's about what you do with the time that you do have. No matter how little time you might think you have, because Richard or John, who used to be an insurance manager and now is crushing it, making way more in a week than he did, in a month at his old job, which is incredible. And you know how phenomenal of a feeling it is when your part-time Facebook ads agency makes you more in a day than you made in a full week at your 9-to-5 job? If you keep doing what you've been doing, do you magically think that you're going to have more time one day and then, on that day, someday, one day, you're going to actually do this? No, quit lying to yourself. That's a lie. And if I'm pushing on you right now, it's because I care about you, because I know there's nothing else I can put in front of you that has even a tenth of the power that this has, that I'm putting in front of you right now. This is my life's work. This is the totality of everything that I've worked on in my professional career to be able to sum it all up and put it in front of you right now. But you have to do your end, right? You have to click that button you see right there on your screen to join our family. You have to sign up, because once you sign up, you get all of these resources and you get the best course on the market with the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass backing you as well when you hit that button on your screen. I had a million reasons not to do this. We all do. There's no perfect time to take a risk and to become an entrepreneur, because becoming something more, taking a chance to become something different, and taking a chance to actually do something meaningful, right? You know what? There's 10 million reasons not to do this. But if you have just one reason to do it, That one good reason outweighs all 10 million of those bad reasons, because we had a million reasons not to do this. And I remember one of my students, Drew, telling me that after he started making real money with his Facebook ads agency, that he was traveling full time, saving more for retirement, traveling full time than most CEOs save for retirement. And he told me that him and his wife were gonna cut back on travel this year, right? Traveling the world for fun. They were gonna cut back on travel this year. And they were doing that to concentrate on building a multi-million-dollar empire to pass on to their heirs. And do you know what I call that? That is what we call the why, right? I call that a legacy why. And here's a statistic for you. Did you know that most people who walk this earth within 2 generations of their death, they will be forgotten? Right? Their name will never be spoken of again. They will never be thought of again as a person. They will literally pretty much be wiped out of all history of existence within 2 generations. That is insane if you think about it, and it's depressing if you think about it. Or you can say, what can I do to be remembered way beyond my own time on this planet to create that legacy, to build something, that when I die lives on? And wouldn't that change things for you? Not, just doing some stupid little Facebook ads agency, not, just advertising on Facebook. That's a small why. A big why is to create a legacy, to create an empire, to pass on to the next generation. And if you can approach it that way, and then you can provide it with the best resources imaginable, how would that be in your life? What could that do for you? When you take the best, that fire, that's your why. And then we take our offer, which you can get at the link right there on your screen in that button. That's the gasoline, right? And we take the fire, we ignite it in you, right? We get it burning, and then we take a big old dump truck full of gasoline and we pour it on. And so one of the questions that I keep getting, that I see in the chat is, can I do this from outside the USA? Will this work for me? And absolutely, that is a resounding yes. We've had customers, I believe, last count, something like 80 different countries who have been doing this business successfully. It doesn't matter where you live. So it doesn't matter where you work, where you live, you can do this. You can do Facebook ads. You can also do this outside of the USA, which leads me to the next question that has been asked a couple of times. Can I apply this in the UK and other countries? Another resounding yes. And another question, I'm not technical at all, Kevin. Do you think I can be successful with this? Absolutely, right? We have a 44-year-old woman in our course named Lori, and she's probably one of the funniest people that I know. She's probably also one of the least technical people that I know. She used to take all of the PDFs and videos and get them transcribed and literally print them out on printer paper because she told me she didn't know how to read the PDFs on her computer. She literally had to open the PDFs, I'm almost positive, in order to be able to print them, bless her heart. And so not technical at all, and she is doing really well running her own Facebook ads agency. It really changed her life. It really changed her life. So it doesn't matter how technical you are because we teach you step by step, and there really isn't a whole lot of technology. And the little bit of technology that's involved, we teach you step by step inside the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass, inside our bonuses, so you won't have any issues. And I hear this question all the time. Kevin, I don't have any experience advertising online, but I want to do this. I know this opportunity is the best available online. How do I get started? At one point in our life, none of us had experience with walking, right? Or talking, or any of the things that we do all the time. And I don't think anybody here was born knowing how to walk and talk and communicate. And if you were, you didn't know how to dance. And if you did, you didn't know how to drive, right? So many things in your life that are infinitely harder to do than what we're teaching you here with Facebook advertising, you learn basically just by doing them. So yeah, your parents might have helped you, learn how to walk or talk or crawl, right? But for the most part, you just did it. You just kept moving forward with it, and it happened one day. So the best thing about this is if you had no experience, no prior experience, you're actually, I envy you. I envy you tremendously because when I started with my no experience, I had only opportunities that were 100th as good as this is right now, with a small fragment of what this opportunity has for you in terms of resources, and I made it work, right? Now, that required an almost inhuman amount of effort and focus and sacrifice to make it work, but I wanted it, so I made it work. So in this particular case, it's a lot lower a barrier to entry. It's a lot less effort involved, and it's a lot more reward. But if you have no experience, yes, you will have to gain the experience like you did when you learned how to walk. Right? And the good news here is that it's an easy experience to gain because most of our people, they have no technical experience or business experience of any kind. And usually it's all of it. They have nothing other than the desire, right? And if they have the desire and we take the gasoline and the desire is their fire and our gasoline is this, you sign up right here and we pour it on. Because Lori, right, my favorite 44-year-old woman who doesn't know how to open a PDF on her computer, not only did she not have technical capability, she never had any business experience before, and she went out and she made a success out of it because you don't need a college degree to advertise on Facebook, right? She didn't have any experience doing Facebook ads, but she's pretty awesome because now she's very, very excited about her business. It's truly amazing what a new outlook on life this has given her, and I'm so proud of her and so proud of what she's done. And this is why we push people really hard to sign up for this program, because it's not just Terry, my favorite technically challenged student, or John, my favorite insurance manager, or my best friends, countless friends that I've put through the program whose lives have been completely changed. People in my hometown that I know very, very well, whose lives have been completely changed and who are in a better place financially because of this training. And okay, so I love this question. I really wish I could do this, but I don't have the money. So it's not a question, right? It's a statement. Okay, so one more time. I really wish I could do this, but I don't have the money. Do you know what a wish is? Because that's the first thing that I'm going to throw back at you. Anybody here who says I don't have the money, it is a wish to you. Right? Your financial success is only a wish to you, and wishes are worthless when it comes to creating actual results. You can wish and you can hope, or you can plan, right? Wishing is not a plan though. What is a plan? My question to you would be this. The first question I always say is, if you had the money, then would you do it? So let me ask everyone right now who thinks money is stopping them, because most of you are lying to yourselves, right? It's not the money that's the problem, right? So let me ask you this question. If you had the money, then would you do this? If you had the money, would you sign up right now? So I want you to send a chat to Katie right now. If you had the money and you haven't signed up yet, would you sign up right now if you had the money? And all right, I'm looking in the chat box and I literally see 100% of people saying yes right now. I haven't seen a single no. All right, so now let me say this. Look around your house, and I guarantee you have stuff around your house right now that you could sell right now to come up with the money. I guarantee if you looked at your bank account or your savings account or the extra limit you have on your credit card, you have that space on your credit card right now to make a go at this, right? If you don't have that, you have a friend who cares about you deeply, and if you went to and said, do you really care about me? If so, I need you to help me, right? And that friend would have to go to a credit card or a bank account or something with that amount of money on it, right? You could do it. I'm not saying, here's a Subway franchise that's going to cost you $750,000. If you wanted to get into the Subway sandwich business, it would cost you $750,000 or more for a franchise. And, only then, after you pass the approval process, because they don't take just anybody, if I offered you a Subway franchise and I said it's $750,000, I would believe you if you said, Kevin, I don't have the money, because you probably don't have $750,000 worth of stuff that you could liquidate, take a loan, take to the pawn shop, hawk it, trade it, do whatever you needed to do to come up with $750,000, right? I don't think you could call a friend and borrow the money from them. I don't think that you could ask for a raise on your credit card limit for $750,000. I would be sympathetic to you in that scenario, and I would say, okay, I get it. So goal number one is to figure out how to get the money, because I know each and every one of you, if you truly want to do this, okay, and by the way, it's okay if you don't. Right? If you're treating your financial success as a hobby, right, then yeah, there's no reason for you to go out of your way to figure out a way to get signed up, because this is a hobby for you, right? This isn't real for you. Or if you have a lot of money from an inheritance, which then, by the way, you would have the money to do this, so that's just a dumb idea, but let's just humor me for a second here. If you already were financially independent and you were like, yeah, maybe I'll do this as well, right? Yeah, then you necessarily wouldn't have to sign up for this, because it wouldn't be a big deal for you whether or not you did or didn't, right? But if you're saying, Kevin, I stare at the ceiling at night because I'm concerned about how I'm going to be able to provide for myself and for my family, you say, Kevin, I'm scared of what the next 15 years of my life is going to look like, because if I keep doing what I'm doing right now, I don't know how I'm even going to be able to live on my own in 15 years without getting a handout from somebody, or without having somebody, to have to depend on, a drain on someone else in order to get by. If you're saying, Kevin, my future financially and personally is unclear and I'm in a dangerous position, right, then it's not okay for you to set this aside and to do nothing with it. And it's going to hurt. right? I'm not pretending that this is not going to hurt for you. I'm not pretending that this is not going to be a challenge for you. You're going to have to dig in and you're going to have to get uncomfortable, but let's work together to figure out how to make sure that this isn't like every other opportunity you've ever signed up for. Because the chances are this isn't the first time you're presented with an opportunity, and the chances are you spent money in the past with opportunities to supposedly change your financial situation, and now you might, not have anything to show for it, right? I get that. This is different. Obviously, it's different. I don't even have to tell you that it's different. You know it's different. You can feel it. How different this is, right? And if you're saying, I really wish my circumstances were different, that I had more money, so then, it wouldn't be an issue, it wouldn't be a strain on my wife, it wouldn't be a strain on the relationship, to make this work. But here's my theory. The harder it is for you to get started, the more likely you are to be successful. And I want you to write that down. The harder it is for you to get started, the more likely you are to be successful, because, that effort to get going is momentum that bleeds right into your Facebook ads agency. And if it was so easy for you, you didn't have to think about it, and you pushed the button, you signed up, you'll probably be successful, right? It's probably gonna take you a little bit longer, and it's probably not gonna be as big of a success as some of these other people. But when you have to dig deep, or you have to borrow it from a loved one, or literally sell stuff around the house, or go to your parents or brother to borrow the money, and now you're financially obligated to them, boom, multi-million-dollar business. Or when you're Ed and you left your 9-to-5 job to get started selling on Facebook ads, boom, massive successful business, right? Because now you're financially responsible for your own success. And the more people that you bring in and you're responsible to for your success, the better you'll be. And now responsibility is a no-no word, right? And if you study people who teach you how to sell products, right, teach you how to sell information products on webinars, on trainings, they say never tell people to take responsibility. People don't like to take on responsibility. They'll say, use the famous line, it's not your fault, right? But I'm here to tell you that it is your fault, and you need to take on responsibility. If I care about you, this is what I'm going to tell you, right? It is your fault. However you got to wherever you got today, it's your fault how you got there. Because you're in control of your results, right? But the past is over. The future is now. So your success in the future is also going to be your fault. So let's do this on purpose this time. Let's make success happen on purpose. And the more responsibility you put out there, the better you're going to be. And now I get it. This is hard. This is a challenge. If it wasn't a challenge, it wouldn't be worth doing. The hard part is not business. The business is the easiest part you'll ever see. The business is the easiest thing that exists out there. The hard part is getting out of your own way, right? Getting over yourself, getting over your ego, out of the way, sucking it up, making it happen. Even if it resolves some creativity on your part to make it happen, taking responsibility. That's the hard part, right? The business, that's the easy part. The business is flipping the light switch on. The hard part is walking across the room and getting the courage to flip that light switch. But I'm telling you, we're going to be with you. We're going to be responsible to you. It's all there for you. There's no downside. There's only upside, right? This is like tails you don't lose, heads you win a lot, right? So go click the button right now so we can start winning together. And another common question that I see, this is one of the last ones I'm going to take. I'm too busy right now with other things that I'm doing. Can I do this in the future? Yeah, so there's like 150 ways that I can make and handle that question, but it's just such a weak excuse, because what I love about time is that the only thing that is truly equal and distributed fairly to every single person on the planet, right? 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute, right? You can't argue with time. Money is different. We all have a different sum of money in our bank accounts, right? Abilities. I was born with different abilities than you. Genes, genetics, right? I was born with different genetics than you were, unless we're twins, right? But even then, two twins end up completely different depending on the environment, surroundings, and a whole bunch of other factors, right? And so everything else we have in this world is completely different except for one thing, and that is time. That's the only equalizer on this earth. The same exact amount of time you are, wherever you are right now, it's not because of a lack of time, period. It's what you're doing with your time that's determining where you're at right now. So that's the logical explanation, that every single one of us has the time if we make the time, because all of us can make the time because we're all drawing from the same amount of time in the first place. And what I found was when I use this example, it doesn't really seem to land super well because it's too logical, right? It's too intellectual. It's not real enough for some people. So let me put it in another way, all right? Whatever you're doing right now with your time is clearly not serving you because it's not giving you the results you want. And how do I know that to be true? Because if you're totally fulfilled with your life, you're not going to be on this training right now. And that's honesty, right? This opportunity is so good and it's so turnkey that many of my students have other people doing work for their businesses, right? And now I recommend you do what they did. You start a Facebook ad agency yourself, you learn the ins and outs, and then very easily you can replace all the time you put into your business with other people. And you can't really do that with really any other business online. Every other business online seems to be, some job in disguise, but this is the exception to that. This will make you more time. And if you don't have money, this will make you the money. If you don't have time, this will make you the time, right? I've talked to so many customers who either didn't or couldn't sign up, or were going to sign up at first, but they're worried about time, or people that signed up and later, just wanted to kind of give up on the business because they didn't think they had the time. One of them, I'll never forget, her name was Jess. So I called her and I said, Jess, so you don't have time to start with Facebook ads. Why not? And she explained to me, Kevin, I'm really busy with my e-com business. And I said, so do you like doing your e-com business? And she said, no, I hate it. I hate dealing with all the expenses and having to buy products and the wait times. It's just a mess and it's so expensive. And I said, Jess, so why are you so focused on your e-com business? And she said, because it pays the bills. And I said to her, okay, that makes sense, right? But what if you didn't have to worry about your e-com business anymore? What if you were able to, in a matter of 30 days, right? Not 6 months, not a year, 30 days, build a business that could start getting you out of work completely and get you out of the e-com business forever. And she says, man, that would be wonderful. So I explained to her that I've had several other people that I've worked with who legitimately did not have a lot of time. I mean, you can build this business on very little time. Of course, if you only have 2 hours a week, then it's going to take you, 2 months. But 2 months from now, you're going to have a business that is up and running that's going to start making you money. And you think about it, if I tell you, hey, it's going to take you 3 to 4 months to start making money, it's like, wow, that's such a long time. I don't want to wait that long. But 2 years from now, you're going to look back and you're going to have a very successful business that's just generating you income. And it's an asset that you can sell, and you can look back and you can say, well, it took me 2 months to build it, but that's going to seem like nothing at all. And the problem is that if you wait to start, right? If you say to yourself, well, I'll do it next time, or I'll do it in a few months from now, or I'll start in the future. Well, when you get to that point in the future, you could already be there. And at that time, you're going to have to invest more time, and it's more months past that. So that just doesn't make sense to wait. It does not matter how much time you have available. You can do this in 2 hours a week. That is like 20 minutes a day. You can get up 15 minutes earlier, you can go to bed 15 minutes later, and that's all it takes. You do that 6 days a week, and that's an hour. And, an hour and a half to 2 hours right there. 15 minutes a day. And the video trainings are very, very short. And you watch a video and you do a little bit of work and you move on to the next video and the next day or the next week or whatever it takes, right? This is not a race. You're not here to create, to take advantage of a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not like that. I've pretty much tried every business online that you could imagine. I've done affiliate marketing, Shopify, Amazon, blogs, iOS app. I've never, ever in my entire life seen anything that even comes close to the opportunity that is in front of you right now, which is why in all these years that I've been doing business online, I have never, until this opportunity came up, I had never even talked to my friends or family about what I did, nor did I try to convince them to, build a business online themselves. But when this opportunity came up, when we experience the power of what it is to be able to create a purely profit business, generating thousands a month, and being able to do that immediately and with no money to start, that plus the fact that we also have an asset that has value that we can either leave to our children or sell, right, is incredible. So when I saw this and experienced it firsthand, I just couldn't keep it from people that I love, the people that I actually genuinely care about. I absolutely pushed them, and I pushed them hard in some cases. Right? Because I wanted them to actually commit to me that they were going to change their lives. So it doesn't matter how long it takes you, whether it takes you a week because you can spend 5 hours a day, or whether it takes you 2 months because you can only spend 2 hours a week, right? 3 hours a week. It doesn't matter. You just have to do this. If you're looking to change your financial future, if you're looking to build a real, scalable, sustainable business, that is what this is going to do. I know of nothing else. And I've been doing business online for many, many years. I've never seen anything like this where you can make pure profit, right? No expenses, and you can do it in such a quick time frame, right? And we have so many parents in our groups who have been involving their kids and getting their kids to understand what Facebook ads are, what marketing is, preparing them for, the workforce, making them more valuable to the market. There's no better education that you can give your kids than teaching them this business model. And so, I think we've addressed the time situation and the money situation. And at the end of the day, guys, it all comes down to belief, right? And we're gonna end this webinar very soon, but you either don't believe me, You think that there's some sort of trick or some sort of gimmick, or you think, I'm just trying to get your money, right? Now, we've been doing this for years. You can look at our reputation out there. That is absolutely the real deal. And I get it. The internet is a scary place. It's very difficult to tell who's real and who's faking results, but I will tell you something that you can't fake. You can't fake the most viewed ever video on Facebook ads on YouTube. You just can't fake that. You can't fake one of the largest Facebook communities, right? Facebook groups in the world, Facebook ad ninjas with close to 70,000 members. Think about it. Facebook and YouTube are literally designed to prevent spam and fake accounts or fake views or any type of fake stuff. And it's coded by some of the smartest people in the entire world to do that. And another thing you can't fake is numerous in-person events, right? We've had events in Mexico, Las Vegas, San Diego, Thailand, right? All around the world that are attended by hundreds and hundreds of my students. And, we even had one in San Diego, and I had over 150 of my students inside my own home, right? If I was scamming people or this was fake, do you really think that I'd have 150 of my own students inside of my own home, right? Or the belief is not about me, right? It's in yourself. You don't believe that you're going to be able to follow through with this training, which is nuts. Because if you don't believe that, then you're screwed, right? You are so screwed in this world when it comes to financial success. It's heartbreaking. Because, at some point you're going to have to follow somebody's training, and I know it's not going to be as good as what this training is, and you're going to have to utilize and understand and learn and deploy resources sometime in the future to make your wealth. It's not just sitting there, right? Your wealth is not going to just show up at your front door. You have to go and get it, right? That is a prerequisite for wealth. You're going to have to use the resources to transmute your energy into wealth. That's not optional. That's a requirement. And if you don't believe you can do it for this, then you can't do it for anything. And I'm sorry to say that to you and break that to you, but that's just how it is. That's just the way things are. So I'm telling you, believe in yourself enough to give this a go. You don't have to be 100%, right? You don't have to believe in yourself 100%. I don't even believe in myself 100%. I'm a pretty confident guy, but even I have self-doubt. It's not that we get rid of self-doubt completely. It's that we do it anyway, and we have just enough belief, right? And when you have us in your corner, and on top of that backing you, you have the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass in your corner. And on top of that backing you, you have our private student community backing you. And we've brought in all of the best players. Let's be very clear here, and then I'm going to wrap this up, because I want to welcome all the people who decided to join our family today and take advantage and invest in themselves, take advantage of all of the awesome bonuses that we did offer you earlier in the training today. And I'm going to do one more special thing. I'm going to reopen the bonuses for one final time. Every person who decides to join right now until the end of this training, right? Until this training ends and the clock is gone and this training is over, every single person, I'm going to manually apply all 3 bonuses myself, because I believe in you. But if I'm going to do that for you, you have to do something for me. You have to believe in yourself enough for me, and you have to do whatever you have to do to get the money in place to make a go at this right now. And for every step forward you take, we'll take 10 on your behalf. You take 2 steps forward, we'll take 20. 10 steps forward, we'll take 100 steps for you. We'll take that desire you have for that wealth, right? That's your fire, and we're going to pour the gasoline on, and we're going to create something glorious together. So go click the button on your screen right now so we can get started. And if anybody has any questions that went unanswered, right, shoot them to the chat right now, or send them to support@officialkevindavid.com. And remember, guys, you get access to the masterclass for life. This includes all updates completely for free forever, and you'll never pay another cent. And because you guys have hung out with me right now, and my team's looking at me like I'm crazy, because you guys have hung out with me for this entire training today, I'm going to do something very, very special that I don't normally do. And everybody in my office is looking at me like I'm crazy right now. My team is looking at me like I've gone insane. We're going to do something that we've literally never done before, and I promise you my team is probably never going to let me do again, judging by the faces that I'm getting right now. But what we're going to do for you guys is something very special. We're going to activate the payment plan, because we want everybody to be able to afford to do this. So if you want in and you know what an amazing opportunity this is, but you just couldn't quite afford it, then what we're going to do is we're going to officially remove all other possible barriers for you to take advantage of this right now. So to take advantage of the payment plan, all you have to do is click the button right now. And if our technology is all working correctly, which hopefully it is, it should show up as an option on the order page right now. It's not always there, guys. So definitely take advantage of it right now if you want access to everything that we've talked about today, right? The full course, everything, right? Everything for only a $397 payment today, which is seriously the best deal anywhere. You know this is an amazing opportunity. You've seen the overwhelming amount of success stories, right? You've seen the proof. And now, as we're about to end this webinar, you have literally one last chance before this opportunity is gone forever. Because what I care about most is seeing you succeeding. I'm also, I'm going to do something very special right now. I'm going to reopen the bonuses. They were all filled. I'm going to reopen the bonuses for everyone watching right now. Whether you're watching this live or you're watching this on a special encore replay, if you decide to join the family right now, right, for the full payment, the one-time payment, or if you want to pay a payment plan, it does not matter. You're going to get access to all of the bonuses and lifetime unrestricted access, but that opportunity ends in about 60 seconds, so do not wait. Right? No one can take the first step but you. And if you want change, right, you have to do something different. You have to break the pattern. You have to make a change if you want a change to happen in your life. And this is your chance, right? I will be there. And our private student group, all 2,000 of us, will be there with you every step of the way. So if you're ready to make a massive, lasting change in your life and in your family's lives and to live the life that you've always wanted to live and as it was meant to be lived, then click the button and join our family right now, because the last thing that I'm going to say to you guys as we're about to end this webinar and as this offer and all the bonuses are going to disappear forever, and I can't explain to you how deeply I mean this, whether it's a conversation at a coffee shop, meeting the love of your life, or making a decision in the moment, even if you're scared or unsure, to start the best opportunity to make money online, the number one thing that I've learned creating multiple seven-figure businesses in such a short time is that sometimes the smallest decisions can make the biggest difference and completely change your life forever. So I look forward to seeing all of you guys inside of the family.